My upgrades are invincible. Chapter 99, Fantasy Fiction by Azazyel. It was time for the last boss of my boss rush I had been doing. I could feel my body having changed to accept dragon's blood within myself, along with having unlocked several dragon incantations, which would allow me to further change my body into a draconic form in battle. I wonder if getting the dragon's blood changed my lifespan. Well, hitting level 3 with max endurance and strength obviously probably helped me gain a couple decades of life as well. I mused to myself. Then I had a wry smile cross my face as I realized something very interesting actually. With how I was level 3 now, I was probably stronger than Finn and Gareth of the Loki familia. Reveria was probably still more dangerous than I was with her powerful magic, but heh. I was literally only a single level below the two of them now. I took a deep breath and began meditating as I got myself centered. As doing this boss rush was definitely mentally exhausting, even if I was able to quickly recover from the bruising and mana exhaustion from the events within the trials. In my meditation, I looked into my fusion system and looked at the pets within the space. I looked away from the perverted jackbird that would have orgasmed when it laid eggs. And I mused that I should give my semi-sentient ship away to turn into a smaller form, as it was also a pet. I looked past the other lesser pets I hadn't really fused anything into besides the blue papilios I had fused some elixirs into to make more elixirs from the healing powder they shed from their wings. And I focused on the emerald magma dragon, which now was a true dragon with its wings and such. As it now could fly and be a true terror on the battlefield, as it was still a stocky fucker and I wouldn't want its spike-covered form tackling me. Fuck it. I can't just call you emerald magma dragon now, can I? I need to give you a real name. A name that would be worthy of tale and legend. I considered the question as to what I should name my dragon partner, who was very much male, so I couldn't just default and name them Saphira or something from Aragon, which was my favorite novel when I was a teen. Wait, is Aragon itself a good name for him? I mused and thought as I considered it. Then I shook my head, as Aragon was an elf name. And elves were only good for artillery magic, and being lewd. Then it hit me, and I smiled indulgently as I spoke. I have the perfect name for you. You who were once a monster, born from the dungeon's loins to cause only destruction, have risen above that. I name you Parthenax, for even if you didn't put great effort in becoming better, you have always put great effort into doing right by me. There wasn't some grand change in naming Parthenax, but I think I could feel a stronger connection with him, so I just took a deep breath and said, well, I am now nice and recovered. Time for me to see if I can beat a dragon woman into becoming a waifu. With that, I squeezed the dragon communion seal again, and my vision faded as my consciousness was absorbed into the trial, with my vision darkening. My vision cleared up quickly enough, but more quickly I could hear the rumble of lightning and thunder above me. I took in my surroundings, and my lips twitched as I took in the Landel Plateau's surroundings and distant mountains. A soft rumble rang out behind me, and I turned around with a wry smile as I saw a large cliff face above me, and lounging over the edge of the cliff was the dragon princess Lanciax. Tell me, human, why do I desire to kill you so much? A very feminine but powerful voice resounded by the dragon. I took a deep breath and I decided to be completely blunt. Because this is a false space, a ripple in time and reality where we duel, you to kill me, and myself to make you submit and join my journey. Lanciax tilted her head to the side and said quietly, I see, so an entity of such power basically made a copy of myself. That explains my completely irrational desire to kill you despite having zero ill will towards you. Lanciax's true form, a dragon, was large and powerful. Much larger than Azazyel was, probably twice as large as Azazyel was in all reality. And much more noticeable was how her pure marble-like scales were much thicker and gleamed with power within herself. Did you take this duel or trial on purpose, human? Lanciax asked curiously as she stood up from her perch, and I simply nodded. And with my acknowledgement, she likewise chuffed and said in amusement, ah, humanity, so quick to rush in towards their deaths. I could see her amusement dying the moment I took out the Nameless King's Dragonslayer spearsword, as she could seemingly sense the draconic blood that had been caked into the large spear sword. My name is Jake Barris, Great Dragon Lanciax. I challenge you here and now. For your allegiance, I shall prove my strength in the old way and break you. I promised as lightning crackled with power above us as the lightning within the Dragon Slayer seemingly reveled in the situation. Lanciax gave me a long judging look before she hummed, and with a loud crash she leaped down from her perch and slammed down onto the ground but a couple dozen meters away from me. And her face lowered rather close to mine where she stated, "You will try, little human. Your fong in that spear will make you a worthy challenge though." With that, Lanciax didn't waste a fucking moment with a countdown or anything as she just spat a flash of crimson of lightning directly onto me from close range. But I had also come prepared for fighting Lanciax. Not only did the Dragon Slayer spear's word, fucking laugh at the thought of dragon lightning hurting it, but I had gone out of my way to fuse lightning-resistant shit into my armor knowing that Lanciax was my biggest challenge so far. As I wouldn't be able to make her submit via throwing Parthernax onto her from my fusion pet space like a surprise RKO out of nowhere. No, I needed to take the dragon woman in hand and beat the shit out of her before she could fucking eat me.